All right, we might as well start. Welcome. Oh, I just realized I haven't turned on my lights. How's everyone going? I hope everyone's going well. This won't take too long to do. I just got to plug it in and turn it on. I keep forgetting, even though it's bright in here, none of that light's hitting my face. There we go. So, yes, welcome everyone. I hope you're going well. Okay, let's jump straight into it today. So I'm going to close all tabs. I'm going to go up here now. We should be on 03029. So I'm just going to open up the terminal. I'm going to do a quick pull. All right, and git checkout development 0.30.29. Oh, all right. Let's have a quick look. We don't have anything in there yet. All right, cool. So git checkout. We want to create a new branch. We're double checking. Yeah. The 28th was the last branch we created. Incorrect convention username page. I don't know. I don't know if I've accidentally uploaded those directly into incorrect name. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, I think I've accidentally uploaded them directly into the main. And note on Kanban fails automatic. Yeah, I've accidentally done that. Don't you dare press that button. Nope. All right, cool. So we'll just create a branch. And we're going to fix a sort of bug we found on the weekend. So if we go to this particular bug, what's actually happened is it's hit this particular line and it's kind of fallen over. So we're going to quickly fix that up and test it all out. So what we need to do is let's just copy this because we can actually do something like this. We should have been able to find it. There it is. Now that's wanting us to go into the build. We want to actually delete that directory. So stop ruining my stuff. In fact, that should not be open like that. That's all right, so what we're testing out is we're going to see if this will fix the solution. I need to just change one little tiny thing. So I'm just going to go to the secrets screen. I'm going to open up my env. Yeah, all of that is with my Amazon sort of stuff. So what I want to do is I want to refactor that, rename that, and just go AWS. All right, cool. And I'll go back to this. All right, sweet. Yeah, I just needed to rename something. What we're going to do is we're going to test this out. So this is the local file storage type of situation we're going through. I think what's actually happening is this isn't coming through as directly as a string and it's causing issues. So we're going to force this into a string and then we're going to see if it all works and so forth like that. So we're going to place that on there. We're going to debug mode. We've also got to go npm run watch. Like so. I'm going to give Socks the good little tiny scratches. Yep, she's happy. Just got to wait for this to compile. All right, cool. Oh, another thing. I was testing something else out. So git status, cd, sites, NearBeach, git status. All right. Okay, git checkout dot git. All right, git status, local URLs. All right, cool. Sweet, so here we are. Let's just open up any sort of project, object, sorry, it's a task. Let's go to documents, let's go to new file, let's upload document, let's click on this, let's go bike, let's upload bike. Now this has gone over into here. So we're gonna step over. Now this is the line that was broken, step over. So this line looks like it's correct. So we want to step over. And I'm just gonna hit play. Now I actually didn't see this. I should have had the network tabs open when I did that. But it looks like the bike did kind of work, but then it fails for this. Okay, give me your socks. Why are you so restless? You know I'm just streaming. All right, unsupported orang types for that. All right, let's have a look at the data itself. So sites, NearBeach. This would be under local, private. I didn't see what. 2D. So 2D, 1F, yada yada yada. All right, so there's the picture itself of the bike. That's when I actually broke my yeah. All right, so what we need, unsupported operate. All right, cool. So what we need is we've got a similar sort of thing with this. I think there's a fetch or something like that. I think it's this line right here. So what we want, string, like so. I'm just going to put a breakpoint on there just to double check everything. But I think that's it. All right, this is ready. I'm just going to hit play. A server error occurred. Please contact the administrator. All right, this is should not be happening because we're in debug mode. So we should actually get some sort of explanation being like, hey, yo, this is what's gone wrong. All right. I don't think that's what we're after. What's that? Requested setting logging config, but settings not configured. You must either define the variables Django settings module or call all. All right. Let's put that on there like that again. Let's hit reload. Okay, let's step over. Step over. Okay, return file hand. Is this part of? Yep, it is. File handler. All right. I'm just going to hit play. We're getting this error, and we don't get the file to download or anything like that. Okay, it's a bit concerning. Gonna put the breakpoint there. Document results. All right. So when I go inside this, document results dot document. All right, something as file. So I'm going to go forward. Sites, NearBeach, local, private. That is correct. Yeah, that is 100% correct. Weird. All right, Django. All right, not what I want. Okay, let's have a look at our settings. One other thing which I want to look at, NearBeach.read the docs. So I want to have a quick look at what I've done in the past. So old installation process. In this sort of case, we want to get rid of most of this. Installation of the NearBeach stuff. Under the settings, we've got private media. Now we should private media server, default server. Private media server, default server. Yeah, we've got that. If debug. Private media root. We've got that. That's fine. Oh, sorry. All right, let's have a quick squeeze at how this used to be set up. We don't have to go too far. Browse files. Oh, sorry. NearBeach views. Documentation. Let's have a look. Add link, no. List fields, no. And hey, Sandy Lee, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. Private download file. So we do all this stuff, and then file handler. I might need to go to a more previous commit now that I think about this. All right. You're very tired? Oh, that's not good to hear. Has it just been one of those days? Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Did a lot today. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Private download file. This is what we want. All right. Let's go a lot further back then. Thought I did this a lot sooner. All right, this has to have the old method. Document private download files. All right, going all the way down to the bottom. Return file response. All right. So I used to have a file response. I used to open that path and so forth. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to paste in here. We're going good. Thank you very much. Just being busy. We had a very busy weekend. We finally saw the Marvels. We had a D&D session. Oh, what else did we do? We did quite a lot. Yeah. I've forgotten. Pretty much D&D session and Marvels took up most of the day. There was other things I know I did on Saturday, but I was extremely exhausted that day. So yeah. I'd rather not answer that on stream, if you don't mind. Okay. So yeah. I'm just going to see, we do actually have file response in here. So we do have the file to send, as attachment, true, all that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this out into steps. So I'm going to go A equals file handler dot fetch document results. And then what I want to do is I'm just going to return nothing at the moment. On TikTok, there were these 14 questions for couple gay edition, and one of the questions, yeah, who cooks more? I tend to cook more. He likes to order out. Now, whether that is saying something about my cooking, hopefully not, I don't know. All right, I am going to hit this download again. So we should just hit reload. We should hit this. We should step over, and then this comes a file response. Now, this old file response. What did that used to be like? So I'm going to go to it. So implementations. A streaming HTTP response class optimized for files, block size, def, all that socks. No, you're not allowed near that. You're on the windowsill. Who parties more? Well, we both don't have time to party anymore. Who's the social butterfly? He is. Who's the grumpier one in the morning? He is. All right, file response, streaming HTTP response. So, am I just meant to plug this in? This also doesn't look like my code. Yeah, this ain't my code. All right, cool. So it might be as simple as we just need that keyed in. Okay, so I'm going to hit play. And I think all we need is file response. I'm going to put A and just leave it as A. And we're going to hit reload. We're just going to hit play. Oh, oops, wrong one. I'm just going to hit play. Incorrect error has occurred. All right. Now I just realized the fun part of that TikTok is both get to play. So that for some questions, it's fun when you point at each other. Yeah, fair enough. But for the auto detect part, he just doesn't want to cook because cooking is tiring. Yeah, he just doesn't cook that often. So, yeah. Whereas I like to cook because it's a lot cheaper. Okay, so what we want to do, I'm just going to go to this. It should be doing this. As attachment true, file name. Oh. That's for the S3 handler. But if it's local, still sending back file response. Oh, this is weird. He does. All right. This is weird. This bug, because it sent back the file response. So let's look this up. Yeah, we are settling down. We've been together for 5 years, almost 6. So yeah. All right, so file response, Django file response. So do I have to go open, is that it? Do I need to just open it up? So I'm just going to paste this in. I am going to remove that. Socks. Oh no. She's just thrown up. All right. I don't know if you guys heard that. I do apologize if you did. I'm going to be back in a second. I'm just going to clean that up. Oh, no, 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 no more. No more. Come on. Alright, sorry about that. Time to put a ring on it. Yeah, maybe one day. One of these days. So, this should work. What I'm going to do, I'm going to strip this all back. I'm just going to go return file response open, and then what we want to do is we want to declare file equals self.root string.document results.document, like so, and then we want to open up file as RB. And I'm just going to put a breakpoint on that. What's interesting is that. What do you mean? Sorry. Even though in C# we can do to comment a block of code. Oh, yeah. Python, you can do this to comment out a block of code. But /process is still used most of the time. Oh yeah, yeah. It isn't in Python. So for example, like that, Python that is a bit different. Yeah, I would say C, C++, C#, JavaScript would use those as comments. So yeah. Whereas Python, yes. But Python likes to be a bit different. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to go back to here. I'm going to hit reload. I am... Yep, I'm just going to hit undo that. I'm going to hit play. All right. Going to jump over. So the file will give us that. All right. Postic path. And then I want to copy value. I just want to see if that works. Permission denied. Oh. All right. Let's paste this in. Let's delete this. We've got read, write, read. Okay. So that line is correct. And then, well, we got something. All right, cool. So what I want to do, delete this, uncomment that, delete that. And we only need 2 lines to break. And we're just going to reload. So we'll just add a breakpoint. I'm just going to hit play. Done. All right. So getting back into this, if we go into this and go to the implementation of this, scroll up to where we actually did implement it, it looks like we have to do it like this. It looks like the other method that was there where we go with doing this as file just doesn't work. Which is not a problem because this gets changed down to 2 lines anyway. So what we could do is we could just delete all of this and delete that. So we've got all of that set up like so. Okay, so it looks like that has fixed the issue. Let's go into our changes. Let's actually, I just want to git status. Oh, of course I'm not. Git status, git diff NearBeach views, document views. So we've done that. Just done that. All right, cool. I'm happy with that change. Okay, git status, git add NearBeach views, and then document views.py. Git status, making sure I don't add in the env AWS stuff. In fact, what I am actually going to do very, very quickly, and I've got to do this. Oh, I just realized that sun's really bright on me. Is I've just got to rename this back. Alright, cool. That should have done that. Just didn't want to accidentally show it on screen. Git commit. Simple bug fix. And what we've done is we've done this. So we just paste it in like so, and then we git push. Oh, yep, git push. Set upstream origin development 0.30.29, and we're happy. All right, cool. This one we are now setting down to ready for retesting. We're happy with that. So we've got 2 more bugs to fix. I'm going to pick this one first. I'm going to stuff all of those. Now what I'm going to do is I've got this in, looks like Proto 3, you have to create a new client or something like this. You can have a connect client check which has a short retires config attach. Yep, alright, cool. I'm actually going to do that. So what we're going to do is we've got a problem. Currently NearBeach assumes that the configuration for the storage devices, i.e. AWS S3 and Minio work perfectly fine. However, this is not always the case, i.e. forgetting to turn your local Minio on when at locally debugging, which happens all the time. When booting NearBeach, to check that the connection exists perfectly fine, it is not. Hang on, let me rephrase that. When booting NearBeach to check that the connection exists perfectly fine, I was really tired when I wrote this, and I can tell it will not flag the system that the uploads downloads will not work and try to prevent people from uploading. Dashboard should notify all users issues and notify them, and so forth like that. But the update will be if the storage devices are not set up, it will log a warning. So we'll have to deal with, essentially we'll have to deal with the debug logging through Django, which I've never used before. It would be interesting to do. Another sort of thing which we want to do is add in diagnostics. So if we actually go to the NearBeach app itself, well, it took a little while to load up, and we go into new features. you will see that we have in here somewhere create diagnostics page. So we already have something in here which we want to do. Oh, that's not good. I think that was just a caching issue. Yeah, I think that was just a caching issue. Which I should make sure that should not be happening. Because we should be using a new cache. We should be using a new URL every single time we up the versions. Anyway, so uploads, downloads, emails, database connection, CDN connection, and reCAPTCHA tests, and so forth like that. Some of the things we want to have on the diagnostic page. So, yeah. Okay, getting into things. So, I'm going to copy this. Now, for Boto 3. Okay, so I'm just making a guess here. So boto3.sessions.config. Don't know if that is, oops. Hey, why not do that? Variable in function should be lowercase. Yeah, you're right. There we go. And then session config equals session version. Shouldn't that then go up in here too? Yeah. All right. And then what I want to do, config equals config, verify false. Okay, so I am going to put a breakpoint on here, and I'm just going to go print v3 afterwards. And then what we want to do is private download file. All right, that's a local file handler, S3 file handler. So on init, we do all this. Okay. What we want is connect check client here. Okay, so I'm going to put on debug mode, and it should hit this line straight away. So if we forward all of this, oh, did that fail straight away? I want to see when it reaches this line. So I'm going to restart again. Stop and rerun. Oh, we don't have any of this information that we're passing through. Okay. So what I want to do, delete that. Let's put an endpoint URL. We want to put in AWS access key ID and AWS secret access key. What else do we need? Nothing much. Okay, cool. So we now need to find out, find usage. All right. So we actually need this actually put into here. Endpoint URL, AWS token. And what was the last one that we needed? So we need endpoint, access token ID, and access secret key. I'm just checking this all out. Endpoint, we've got 2 of those. Don't have the... Yeah, all right. Not a problem. We'll copy this, paste it in, and then we'll copy this, paste it in, and what we'll do for the moment, so we won't worry about that too much. Yeah. All right. Let's reload. So we're at here. Okay, bucket exists, bucket's not. But does it work? I don't know if it works, that's the problem. Photo 3 check. Credentials are valid. All right. From John Rostein's answer, I got the following to work. So check AWS. All right. Key, secret, list buckets, return true. All right, let's copy this in. Let's just stop this. Let's paste it in. Let's actually split this, split right. I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to zoom up here. I'm going to keep down here. So what we've got is the config and all that kind of stuff. What we need to do is we've got to simply try and accept. So we've got the client like so. So we actually have that somewhere else. And then we just check the response. And then if it's true, it'll be fine. Otherwise, we raise an exception. Okay. Cool. We could simplify this then. So I'm just scrolling down to where we've got this down here. I'm just going to get rid of this because we've got the initial values, update, and all that kind of stuff. We don't actually have the client butter values. There's the secret key and all that kind of stuff. I could have passed through that. Boto init values. So it goes through that. It connects to S3 Boto client, Boto values. Yep, all right, cool. Bucket and all that kind of stuff. What we want to do is check to see if the connection works. So we need a simple try. We just have a response equals client.list bucket. So actually that will be self dollars underscore S3 dot list buckets, right? Because that's self.s3 boto3.client. Yeah, that should work. That's famous last words, of course. And then we've got the exception as E. I'm just gonna print, just gonna make it a simple F string, and then an error has occurred. E. And what I want to do is I want to add a breakpoint here. I am then just going to comment out this. I'm just going to comment this out. This in itself should be enough. So we're just going to hit debug mode. All right. Response. Oh, now I remember. Could not connect to endpoint. Localhost 9000. All right. Yes, I remember why it's in that thing now. Okay. So couldn't connect to that thing anyway. Let's double check that. There should also be a, oh, you know why? It is actually true. I don't have this running. If I go to our containers, I don't have Minio running whatsoever. So this is actually a really good test. If I stop this and then hit this, I should hit this, we should hit this. And we just continue going on and we don't hit that error. And everything's fine. All right, cool. So what I want to do, I want to scroll up. Oh, I hate that bug. Drives me insane. Alright, so we're going to redo all of this. That's perfectly fine. We're going to use the same sort of method that... Fucking bug. Alright. So, we've got to scroll back down to here. I'm going to see what we've done. So what we've done down here is we've got the Boto values with the secret key and the access ID key. We've got the Boto init values update where we pass through everything, and then the Boto values and all that kind of fun stuff in here and all that kind of jazz. We are wanting to double check it on here. So what we want is check log any issues for the user. So we want connect check client. We want to pass through the Boto init values. I might actually put it down here. Paste it in. Like so. Alright, so we've got the Boto init values. Then over here, what we're doing is we're just pasting this in. Jesus. So we want that to be client. And then what we want is the Boto init values, like so. But we're going to change a couple of things in here. So the config, for example, is going to be a bit different. So with the config, we want if I have Boto init values dot config, how did we have it over there? I am just actually going to delete that line. Give me a couple of seconds. Sorry, I just don't want to copy code with potential stuff in it. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it in. I am going to remove that, remove that, remove that. All right, cool. I'm going to place this like this. All right, sweet. So we've got our client. That will be perfectly fine. So what we need to do is we need to place in the config correctly. So that will be Boto. Let's go config equals Boto3.sessions.config. Like so. We need to essentially go connect timeout equals 4. We need retries equals dict max attempts equals 1. And then we need to put this in here. This signature version equals S3 version 4. And that actually belongs outside. All right, so we can get rid of that code. We then connect with the client using what we've got in here, which we should be happy with. We just need to have photo init values dot config equals the new config, which we can just do up here. Like so. That should get rid of that. And then we just need this try thing in here. Okay. All right. In this sort of case, it will be client.listBuckets. And check to see if the connection works. All right. So cool. Modify the config for only 4 seconds. One try. Actually, we probably don't need that because that's already set up. And we just need that set up. All right, cool. Okay, let's have a look. Let's rerun everything. Let's go here. Does all of this. Did that fail? All right, that was not fun. I actually wanted to see if that will hit there. All right, it didn't like this dict in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. Just refresh it, stop and rerun. Okay, does not like that at all. Okay, let's go through this. Yep, blah, blah, blah. So, it's, all right, cool. Yeah, we need to import that. Okay, that's not going to be a problem. We'll just shove it up here for the moment. Like so. Then we delete that. Delete that. And then what we've got to do all right, so my config, all of that type of stuff. And config equals config. Okay, region name, signature version, retries, max attempts, mode, all of that kind of fun stuff. Okay. Wrong way. So we have this with the update. And then we've got the config versions in there. We don't want to send all of this data down whatsoever, just to have a different config. So what I'm going to do, so Bodo init values dot update equals update. It's a method, and then config equals, and then we've got config in here connect timeout equals 4. We've got retries equals max attempts equals 1. Now it doesn't like that, so let's go dict like so, and then we should be fine, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Let's stop and rerun. All right, didn't like it. Line 51, 51, yep. All right. Let's try that again. Okay, documents view, line 50, 50, and connect check client config. Oh, what the All right, reload. Cool, it got here. Sweet. We're just hitting play. And now I'm hitting stop. Okay, so down here, config, we've got all of this. So now we got a config. Let's open this up. Let's go max. What was it? We have connection timeout. All right, doing this one by one. Cool, got that, perfectly fine. We're gonna hit stop. Retries equals dict. Max attempts equals 1. Oops, I was meant to hit the debug. Looks like we got there. All right. We try, we get a response, and we connect and all that kind of stuff. All right, sweet. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this off. And we're going to retry. So we get here, we do the connection with a single attempt. We hit the exception and we hit the E. All right, sweet, perfect. This is what we want. Now we need to go Django error logging. We'll go to our lovely documentation. Python programmers will often use print in their code as a quick and convenient debugging tool. Using the logging framework is only a little more effective than that, but it's much more elegant and flexible. As well as being useful for debugging, logging can also provide you with a more and better structured information about the state and health of your application. Django extends the built-in logging module to perform system logging. Yep, all right, sweet. So loggers, we actually need an error 1. So what we want to do is we want to go down logging version 1. Example, the full documentation for dict format is, yeah, all right, how to give you a taste of what's possible. Here are several examples. So we have this logging. All right, I'll just Just need an example. All right, Django error log examples. All right, what is logging? Yep, cool. Major problems. Yeah, this is a major problem. All right, so, yep, how to configure your logs under settings. Settings PY, file of the project heads ups, you may notice my comment. Yep, all right, cool. In this sort of case, do we have something on the Docker side of things? So what we need is Ocean Suite, settings, no, we don't. All right, so logging. We don't have logging. Disable existing loggers, handle. All right, loggers. It's blank usually. All right. So we need logger equals logging dot get logging logger name. Import logging. Go to your in the views, include the following code. Make sure you have added logging example in the installed apps. All right, I don't think I can do this. Not yet. Okay. Okay, an issue has occurred trying to connect to the S3 bucket. Please see the following errors. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know, I'll just have to watch some videos on how to do this properly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get that breakpoint out. I'm going to place it there. I'm going to hit reload, stop and rerun. Because it's saying that it could not connect to the endpoint, yada, yada, yada. All right, cool. And if I turn it back on, stop and rerun, it doesn't hit it. Which is good news. Now we need to get rid of this. I'm going to do that for starters, and then I'm going to be like S3 down here. So that checks everything. Let's open up this. Let's go git status, git diff. So we're adding that stuff at the start. And then we're adding it in there. We do have an extra line here. Which I'll just get rid of. Just gonna add it now. We're happy with it. Git commit bug fix, and we're just going to paste it in. All right. Okay. That one is done. We've got one bug left. This bug I've been putting off for ages. Let's close all of these. So, for those who don't know, if we actually go into here, we do want our this running. If we were to open up a Kanban board, open up one of these, click on the downloads and go, let's upload a document. We have a modal on top of a modal. So here's a modal that's on top of another modal. It does not look good. It just seems weird. In other cases, what we've done is we're able to hide the modal temporarily and then bring it back. So a good example of that is when we add users in and we're like, all right, who can we add to this? Let's add these guys in, bang and bang. That's kind of what we want to do. However, here, not quite possible, but our uploads work perfectly fine. Now, there is a couple of problems. So at the moment, let's reset the canvas. Let's bring this out. Good old this. All right, let's actually go into here. Let's open up the this. Go to Kanban board, configure provider, Kanban information. Socks, can you scoot? Thank you. Card information. We've got the documents module, and then we've got the upload documents widget. So let's draw this out. So we've got the component here, that's Kanban information. So I'm just going to put KI. Then underneath it, we have, sorry, give me 2 seconds. We have card information. So we have the card info component. Then we have under here the I do believe it's the documents module. All right, socks. No, you know you're not meant to do that because you keep pressing the bloody buttons. No. And then underneath there, sorry, I'm gonna have to deal with this. No. All right, so under there, we've got the docs module, and then from there, we've got the uploads module. All right, so this is what this represents and so forth. Well, it's the uploads document wizard. What's actually happening is, if I change colors, is if we hide this, is that will apply to its children, which is not what we want. All right. So what we could potentially do is we could move this out from over here, not make it a part of this, but instead, sorry, I've got to undo everything like that. Instead, what we want to do is we want to make it a parallel sort of component. So it's up here. And we have upload module here. So forth like that. That way, when we hide this, we are not hiding this. This will stay. This is separate. And that makes us happy. So we're not having to deal with that disappearing now. Now the problem is this affects multiple different places. We are using this somewhere else too. We're using this in the parent modules. I just clicked around a button, parent modules. All right, so we're going to have to edit it there too. An alternative is we could potentially sort of fork these particular components. However, they'll be too similar that it just won't be worth doing it, because if we find a bug, we have to do it in 2 places instead of 1. In this sort of case, what we want to do is we can easily edit the parent module to actually have the upload module a little bit higher. And we just apply that same logic to the Kanban card information itself, have that up higher, have that render, and everything will be fine. Hey, Nocturnal, how are you tonight? Good news. Just give me 2 seconds. I've just fixed this. Wrong one. Sorry, wrong one. I did fix that tonight, but this one, with the check to see if NearBeach can upload it and download from configured storage. So I've been able to do that for S3. Yeah, I've been all right. Socks has just been annoying me, like there's no tomorrow. She keeps pressing up against the iPad again. So, yeah, she's been sent out of the room. I'll let her in about 10 minutes or something like that. Yeah, she kept just going up to it and, you know, causing trouble. So, yeah, she knows what she's doing. So, yeah, our plan of attack is to move the upload module out from underneath the doc module. That way it can be separate and so forth like that. We do need to read the code, make sure we won't break anything. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's minimize this. Let's open up this. Let's open up the source JavaScript components. We are first going to apply this to the parent module. We need to make sure that it will work for that before actually making it work for the Kanban board, because that is a high priority just because it affects way too many different places. So we want the modules, we want the submodules, and what we want is we also want to open up the wizards too. So under the parents module itself, we've got the download section. So if we just scroll down, so we've got the documents module section. What we actually want to do is we also want to put in the upload document wizard section in here too. But we might need to do a little bit more work than that. So I also want to reference what we've done in the documents module. So scrolling down to the upload wizard, we've got the get destination, get location ID, we've got the current folder, we've got the filtered lists. So we've got a bunch of stuff we're sending down into it. So for example, get destination, location ID, get destination, return this overrides, does not equal this. All right, so we've got a few things that will make this a little bit more complicated. We also have the document list. This is used so that we don't override, so we don't have duplicate names and stuff like that. And we've got the folder list. This might be a lot trickier than initially thought, which is why I keep putting it off. So if we were to go back to this, let's just scroll down. Let's actually draw this out properly. So we've got our upload component. And we've got our document component. Now, there's a bunch of information under document that we need. So we need document list. I think we need a folder list too. And so forth, and so forth, and so forth. So there's a bunch of stuff we need. One way we can fix this is using Vuex, where we send information that we've uploaded into Vuex, and Vuex will send that down into the document location and so forth like that. But there might be other bits of information that we need. So for example, the document list, we might store that in Vuex and then access it from the upload functionality. A good example of this is when you're uploading a file and it's named socks.png. We don't want that uploading if it already exists. And the reason behind this is it just gets confusing if you've got 5 different files all named the same. So what we've got to do is we've got to check that. So Vuex is a solution for this, because that way we can have the data centralized, we can have it mutatable very easily, and yeah, we can just quickly have it do stuff. Now the other thing is with our upload wizard, documents upload wizard, we've got to also see if it actually admits anything. So it'll admit stuff already. This is something which we should potentially, and then it closes itself. This is something we should potentially use Vuex for. Instead of sending this upstream now, we send it to the Vuex. Vuex will handle that, and then it'll update the document location too. So yeah, we just need to find out what needs to be moved around, which is a lot easier said than done. So one thing we should do, so let's have a look. So we'll need to figure out how this will be structured. So we're just putting it there for the moment. We need to just because I like it being in alphabetical order. And this does not like actually doing stuff and being in a particular way. All right, so we've just added that in, fine with that. So we know this will change completely. We should open up the card information stuff too. So if we go card information, this will have all the different points in it. So we've got the document modules here, and we have a bunch of overrides put into it. So this is interesting. So some of those will actually go directly into the upload documents. So yeah. All right. So we go to the document module. Let's double check that. So under our props, we've got override destination. We had this in a couple of locations. So we got it. This dot override destination equals nothing, then override destination. Otherwise, this destination. Oh, all right. If get location ID. If there is an override destination, we want to use the override location ID. All right, sweet. So if override destination doesn't equal blank, then we all right, cool. So we've got the get location ID. We've got that for that. And we got it for the map getters. Get location ID. Get location ID. Get location ID. So we've got it for a bunch of stuff. Ooh, this is getting trickier by the minute. Because the idea is, I think with cards is where we're overriding stuff. And that's only where we're overriding stuff. We also have to tell VueJS where to send the data. Yeah, what's happening with this? Does this upload the files? The upload document wizard? Upload file. Yes, it does. Which is fine. That's good news. So if I were, we've also got current folder, we've got exclude documents, document filtered list. So where are we getting current folder from? Current folder equals null. That is something which we've got to pass into the VueJS and all that kind of stuff. Okay. We've got to exclude documents, which is the document filtered list. Okay. Feel like a lot of this should be sent up into the VueJS, but it's just figuring out what needs to be sent up. So get icon, that's fine. Get location ID, I feel like that is definitely going up. But this is a special case too, because we've got the override. Okay. So, mounted, get the document list, get the folder list. Get the document list if this dot get location ID does not equal 0, or if it equals 0, we just return. All right, that's fine. That's a stock standard sort of thing. NearBeach, everything starts at 1. So 0 is used to determine whether or not it exists or not. In this case, it doesn't. In this sort of case, we're using Axios, we're using a post, getting destination, getting location ID. It looks like we're going to have the override still in here. That's perfectly fine. We can actually implement it in 2 places. And by default, it's false. So, yeah. That's not going to be a problem. So the override looks like it needs to be in both components. Because if we're dealing with a card, we want card data. Now I'm actually going to clean this up. Now there is one problem. All right, so this $store.dispatch we want to dispatch a new toast. We want a header to be error getting document list. Message cannot retrieve document list. Error. Delay is 0, and we should, oops, put this here. We should put down override extra classes, isn't it? And that will be background danger. All right, cool. So we needed just to do that very quickly. So yeah, we still need the override in both. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom down here. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to pick up the correct bloody pen. This one. And I'm going to put in uploads document. I'm going to put, I'm just going to put upload. And then document. Like so. We're going to put props. Like so. And we have override location. All right, and override destination. Sorry, my writing's a bit messy. Hopefully it'll neaten up as I get used to this. All right, so we want the overrides. So yes, we definitely want those in here. We don't have it, so we're gonna have to implement. So I'm just gonna have a little note. Need to implement. All right. Because we've got the location ID and so forth like that. This in itself can become a mix-in. So we should be able to get the location ID from there whatsoever. The reason why it's not here at the moment is because it relies on the overrides pumped down from the documents module. So the location ID and the destination can come from the props and from the usual sort of props. And then what we'll do, from the usual VueJS, and what we'll do is we'll implement the override in their place. Now the exclude documents, I think this needs to go into the VueJS. So over here, we're going to put VueJS. I'm just gonna like that. I don't know what happened then. And what we need is we need exclude docs. Officially a software engineer now. Congratulations, Sandy Lee. That is awesome news. I'm happy to hear. This is great. When's your official start? I'm assuming it'll be in a week or two, or was it today? So exclude documents needs to be removed. Current folders. Well, I was for my previous job. Oh, fair enough. But weren't you moving back into software engineering? All right, accepted documents, I think will stay the same. Actually, that will have to come from Vuex. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to label these where they come from. So up, upload. I'm going to have a look at the documents too, check its props out, see what I can boot upstream. We've got some data in here, which we're fine with so far. So we'll need to move. I am just going to put over here map getters. What we need to get from map getters, we're going to have location ID and destination. I really need to start practicing writing with this. My writing's usually a little bit neater than this. All right, so going with the documents module, override destination and override location we're still keeping. Read only we are still keeping. We need to implement read only. So read only. That way if something needs to be disabled, we can do it. I can't read anything. Sorry. Yeah. My writing is a bit terrible at this moment. This is just me writing out notes though, so hopefully I get better in a few streams. Exclude documents. This is document. We want that one. All right. So I feel like this is ready. So with the card information, we still need the override destination, override location ID, and read only passing down. So what we'll need to do is we need to go upload document wizard. We need to rebind, override destination. Actually, we need all three. Like so. All right, so we should be happy with that. With the parents module, we won't need to worry about the override, won't need to worry about the read only. So with this, it should be fine like this. Rendering that out like that. I'll bunch them up together. So now in the documents module, oh yeah, okay, it looks like we're actually doing that at the props. Yeah, we're doing that at the props level. Okay, so get current folder, we're doing that at the VueX level. Exclude documents. All right, exclude documents, exclude docs. Yep, all right, cool. We're doing that at the VueX level. Update document list. Now that is going to be at the VueX. So what I want to do is I want to sort of Shift V, exclude them at the moment, so that won't render. We'll also have to look at confirm document delete too, because if we're actually over here and I go boom, it pops up here, not very nice. But that is something we would attempt after this. We're not going to do that right now. That will be another issue. So, going with the upload documents. This is the fun task of what we're now getting my notes and putting in there. So read only. Now if we have a look at this, oh, we didn't pass read only down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scribble that out. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over here and I'm going to override location, override destination into here. So that will be a type number. Default is, oh, how did we actually have it in the documents module? String. I'm actually going to have it, yeah, no, I'm going to have it as a string. And default that like that. And then there's a reason being why I've chosen it like that. And I'm going to keep it like that then. Now, the location ID, I'm just going to get rid of. Same with the destination. And then what actually happens down here is I'll put it into here. So compute, so we want location ID equals get location ID. And destination is just get destination. But now we have handlers, so we want get destination. And we'll copy the code. Actually, we'll just copy the code directly from here. So get destination. Paste it in. Everyone's happy with that. Now get document list. That is something we might straight up. And same with folder list. Icon, that's needed down here. So we want to copy that too. And bang. So we've got the get destination location ID. We now need to actually find out where in our code on this particular component we have the location ID or the destination ID, and we need to actually state, hey, get it from here instead, because we've got overrides in this. Simple and easy. Now the accepted documents, I have not seen anything override that at the moment, so I am going to leave that in as a prop. Okay, because yeah, we don't have it on card information, and we don't have it here. We didn't have it when we rendered this out. Yeah, so that's that really should be data, but the idea was I had an idea that I could change it, and I just never did. So we've done this. It's a big tick here. Okay. So the documentation will still have the override stuff coming into it. and the read only. Read only is not needed for the other one, so we're happy with that so far. Now this, oh, all right, so cool, we're happy with this. This get location ID, this get destination. All right, cool. We just needed to change that very, very quickly. So location, location ID, location, location ID. All right, sweet. Now in this sort of case, we need this to be get destination. Destination, this destination. All right, cool. So we just updated everything correctly for that. So handle file uploads. Check that the size of the file list is not too big. Boolean will produce it. All right, cool. So we're happy with this. That is fine. Reset form, we're happy with. Upload file, const data, data to set, data set. All right, current folder. That's no longer going to happen. We're going to have to do something like that. Now that doesn't exist at the moment, so that's fine. Exclude documents would also be like so. The reason being is we need to send information from one component to another where they're in parallel, and that's where you use Vuex. This one, not so much. This one we can just send upstream. However, it might be best to actually send this also up. Is it accepted? Yep. Yep, all right, cool. So we're passing through the override location ID. Yep, that's perfectly fine. That minimizes our props. All of this should be fine. We need to actually add those in now. So yeah. Okay. Not a problem. So what we want to do is we want to create our Vuex application now. So I'm just going to copy, actually, I'm just going to go new file, documents, Vuex.js. I'm going to add that in. I'm going to open up one of these just for reference purposes. I'm going to go export const module documents equals like that. And then we've got the state where we've got this. Actually, it's like this. Sorry. We'll put that in a minute. We've got the mutations, where it's like that. We're happy with that. We've got the actions, where we do our business logic. And then we get our getters, where we get what we want. All right, cool. So we're happy with that. What we want to do now is we want to include that. So we've got our Vuex store, we've got our settings, we've got our modules. So this is part of the, after the destination. So import module documents. Go down here. Documents. Modules documents. All right, cool. And that's how we're putting it into the Vuex. So what we want to do, I'm putting that Vuex over here, just so that way when I'm having a look at this, we know what we're doing. We're also putting up here, we're looking at the document section and being like, all right, how are we storing data in there and where should we actually be putting it? We should actually be putting that information up further. So what we need in here is we've got a bunch of getters. So get accepted documents. That should be passing through state, and then return state dot, and then we've got some documentation and all that kind of stuff. So we're actually going to first deal with this. Let's have a look at the documents module. So we're fine with this. We've got current folder. So that current folder will be null by default. We've got document list. It's going to be an array. Document filtered list. Now, ooh. So the document filtered list is essentially the results that come back that are filtered. We don't necessarily need that, but here we needed to store that somewhere. So we're actually simplifying the code a little bit. So folder list, folder filtered list. And once again, we're just gonna put this in here, folder filtered list, just so we're like, all right, that's a placeholder. We're actually gonna send back that information. And then remove document key. I don't know what remove document key is. So I'm just going to remove it for the moment. So we definitely need a document list. We can actually have an action here that will mutate that. And we probably should do that. So if we upload a document, so upload a file, it goes through all this process. It emits update document list. So it goes up here, we go all the way down. It goes update document list, update document list, and it pushes the data into it. So we want that as a mutation. Nowadays. And then it updates the filtered list too. So I think this is going to be simplified quite a lot. Because the idea is we've got the current folder. Update filtered list. So this is what will be happening over here. Update folded list. Update folded filtered list. And that will be happening here too. So we can keep the variables, the folded filtered list, and we can put this essentially up here. So first things first, let's actually move the data first. So when we hit documents module, we'll get the document list. So I want to go to implementation. So we want to get document list and so forth like that. So this will be part of the business logic. So this will be init documents. We want the, we'll need the location ID and stuff like that. Ooh. I'm just wondering if I should keep it down here or up here. No, I should keep it up here, because there is a way to get to the location ID. All right. And what I want to do, search in a specific directory, search Java. All right. I know why that's not working. How are we getting? All right. Looks like we're not doing that there, but that's fine. We can still have that information down here. And instead of setting it to a particular value, we just send it straight up into VueJS. And VueJS can handle this automatically and we'll be fine. So instead of having document lists, we'll have it like this. What we'll have is something this $store dot, and in this sort of case, it'll be commit, and it'll be update document list, and then we'll have the payload. Just wait, I've mucked this up. We'll have the type as update document list, okay, which is this up here. And that will be payload, will be the response.data. And that's it. So we don't need an action here because there's no business logic. We need a mutation though. So we need update document list. As simple as that. So that's going to be an object where we're passing through state and payload. And we just have state dot document list equals payload dot document list. Cool. Then what we need down here is we need the filtered list. So we're going to actually key in some of this information. This is going to be very fiddly because we're going to do some stuff over here, some stuff over there, and it's going to go backwards and forths. So yeah, this is going to be extremely tricky. All right, cool. So what we need, excuse me, I think Socks is scratching at the door now. You going to behave? In your bed. Yep. Okay. Don't you dare go near that iPad. In your bed. Okay. So getters, what we want is we want get filtered document list. Yeah, you keep distracting me. Can you just on your bed? Come on. Stay. What we want is we want state. Socks, no. You've just been told off. Go. Okay, so update document filtered list. So we want get document filtered list. So we're essentially copying this particular logic here. Socks, no. Okay. Filter the results to contain only the documents in the current folder. So what's actually happening is this document folder list equals this document file. And so we're filtering for everything. So we're the row such that row.folder equals this .current folder. And then we're doing a sort like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this. We are going to paste it over here. We're going to modify this heavily. In this sort of case, this will be return. Socks. Stop it. All right, cool. You're calming down. So you've got this now in this sort of case, it'll be state.document list, which is just up here. Top filter row, gonna pass through return folder equals this current folder, which is state.current folder. We're sorting everything where A and B, so we're kind of happy with that. That's pretty much this logic over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to comment that out straight away. We're going to scroll all the way up where we actually declare this. So this is document filtered list. We're going to get rid of that there. And we're going to go down here and we're going to go document filtered filtered list, and that is going to be get. Now I like to call these things the same thing, so I'm going to paste that in and I'm going to go get document filtered list, like so. That's just going to be simple. The get destination will be fine. Yeah, we don't need that in there. We need to actually update the current folder situation, which goes up here. So update current folder. That's going to be state and payload. Where it is going to be a simple state dot current folder equals payload dot current folder. Sweet, that's all we need for that. We need to update folder list with state and payload, and the fact that state dot folder list equals payload dot folder list. So okay, so we got those three. We'll also need to get folder filtered list state. That will be the same sort of thing. So we'll need to get rid of that. This will be folder filtered list equals get folder filtered list. Sweet. Get folder list. All right, that's just setting it upstream. So bang, bang, bang. We need this $store.commit. We need type is update folder list, and we need the folder list to be equal to response.data. Cool, and we're happy with that. We're not happy with how this got laid out, though. There you go, that's more readable. All right, so now we need to update current folder. We definitely need to do this. That will be this $store.commit. Type is going to be update current folder. Current. Ooh, this is current folder. Yep. It's going to be new folder ID. Cool. And then that should automatically update everything else, because once it does its thing, it'll pass that information down. Update document list. Document list. I think that now becomes redundant. Okay, cool. So update document list. You see? Stop it. I'm gonna have to put my iPad above my screen. Add link wizard. Oh, all right. Okay. We're gonna have to come back to this one. Because, yes, we need that document list. We need to actually push that data, append that data to the end of the document list. Because we can't mutate it that way. We've got update document list. We could potentially... this $store.commit update document list. Oh, sorry, that was meant to be type. And then payload document list is this document list push data 0. Because that will append it to the end of it, and that should, in theory, work. Okay, update folder list. I think this is going to be the same sort of code. So this $store.commit type is going to be update folder list. And then the folder list is going to be this folder list push data 0. And I think, yeah, that's going to be the easiest way to do that. The update folder. All right, I'm going to upload document. That's going to stay the same. So we now need to think, are we, yeah, we're gonna get this data down here and then send it up. I think that's gonna be the easiest way. So starting from the top of this, we have watch override locations ID. Update this and this. Okay, no, that makes sense. Because we want that information to update anyway. So yeah, we kind of need this information down here. Okay, no problem. Add folder. Just making sure Socks isn't causing any trouble. Okay, add folder, we're happy with that, opens up a modal. Add link, that opens up a modal, we're happy with it. Confirm file delete. This remove document key, document, all right, cool. We're gonna have to come back and actually confirm that this particular feature does work when we actually separate everything out. At the moment it should work, but this is also one of those features that we're gonna separate out. Get destination. All right, so we are happy with that. Get document list. This is what we kind of want. So if it equals 0, we want to return, we bail. All right, cool. If this sends that data upstream. All right, cool. So this is what we want. Get folder list. That sends the data upstream. All right, cool. We've got get icon. Okay, we're happy with how this is working at the moment. Get location ID, yeah, that's fine. Go to parent directory, that is getting that, and it's returning. We could do this upstream. We could do this in the Vuex. That will actually be a part of an action. Because then we can update the current folder, and that will update this at the same time, and we need to fill this out too. So instead of having it down here, we'll have it up here. All right, so go to parent directory. That will include state. Yeah, that will include state. I can't think of anything else I need at the moment. So what this will happen is filter for the directory, then obtain its parent directory. Simple as that. So const filtered data equals this. It'll be state.folderList.filter, where we've got the row in such a way that we return row.pk equals, oh, this is where we need the pass int row.pk equals pass int this, state dot current folder, and then we're grabbing the first one and then update the current directory to the parent folder. So this is actually where we want mutations. So we need to pass through commit. So we need commit, and then we just put this in here, and then we go type is update current folder. And first off, let's make sure we have some data. So in this sort of case, what we will need is if filtered data is undefined, just return. All right, so what we need is current folder. And that will be the filtered data.fields.parent folder. As simple as that. And then we're happy with that. So the reason why this is under an action and so forth, that and not a mutation, is because there's a bit of business logic in it. It's best to actually have anything that has a bit of business logic under actions instead. We're still mutating stuff down at the bottom. Once we've got the results we want, we mutate it and we just send it up to the mutation that's up here. And that's fine. Okay. So in this sort of case, we can kill off all of this and then just put in this, going this dot $store dot. Now it's not dispatch, is it? It is dispatch. And that's all we need. We don't actually need any other information coming through because we have that information accessible at the higher level. So this actually, we're just moving the code around a little bit and it does simplify stuff. All right, remove document. In this sort of case, this document list, event.document key. We just need to send up the document key. So that will be an action because we're doing a bit of business logic for this. So we need a remove a document that will have state, that will have commit. So what we need to do is, and it'll have a payload. So remove the document. So what we want is we want document list without document. So this will be const update document list. Actually, we can do this in this will be commit type. Oh, this is going to be messy. So yeah, let's go const new document list equals state dot document list dot filter, where the row and such that return row dot document key ID does not equal payload dot document key. All right. Filter out the document. Commit the new document list. And this will be update document list. And then this will be document list, and that will be the new document list. All right, cool. So that copies pretty much this. But what we need to do is we need to go this $store.dispatch. We have the remove a document where we've got the document key is equal to event dot document key. And that's all we need down here. Because this business logic will clear that up. All right, short name, max string length is 50. If input is less than or equal, just yep. Otherwise, new string, import, substring 0, max length -3, ... and then return new string. All right, that is a local sort of function. We don't need to put that up anywhere else. Update current folder. So that updates the current folder. Update document list. That's all right. Cool. Update filtered list. Document. Update folder list. Yep. Update folder filtered list. We haven't actually done this, so get folder filtered list. We just need to essentially just copy pretty much this. All right. I need to move this down by 2. Oh no. All right, so what we've got here is we've got a filter the results to contain only the folders in the current folder. So we've got we get rid of all of that. We go return state dot folded list dot filter, where the row is return the row fields dot parent folder equals the current folder. All right, cool. In this sort of case, null and null. All right, pass int null. It's not a number. All right, 1, 2, 3, pass int Bob. False, but that will also be null. All right, that should be fine. And then it sorts. So that should work. Ah, we need state here instead of this. That should work. Cool. Upload documentation, that is fine. Yep. So a lot of things got put up here, which is good news because it's centralized now. I can actually get that information from elsewhere, which is what we want. Cool. And then the get document list, yep, that's fine, being here and so forth like that. Let's have a look at upload document wizard now. So we just got to go through with the props, override destination, override location. We're happy with that. That is perfectly fine. We've got this. That should all be fine. With the document one, let's have a look at document list. I feel like we shouldn't need document list anymore. Sure, we don't need that. That's fine. Oh yeah, this dot get. And hello TRN, not really because I'm currently working on my own project. We do have a Discord. Okay, so we are using document list down here. Yeah, we're appending something to document list. I think we should change this. Append something to document list. So we'll have this $store.commit. Oh no, dispatch. Append document list. And we'll just have document list this document. No, it will be data 0. I think that's going to be a lot easier to do. So what we want up here is we want our append document list. That will have our state and our commit, such that when we get our data, what we can do is we go commit, update it'll be update document list. Sorry, type is update document list, and we need the document list to be the same as state.documentList.push, and then we've got our payload, which I forgot to put in. Document list. Something that should be very simple to understand and so forth like that. We should separate this out a bit more. So append document, append data to existing document list. So const document list equals state.documentList.push, and then we've got payload.documentList. What I'm going to do to make this easier to read is I'm just going to do something like that. Perfect. And then all we now need to do is get rid of this and have document list. And then state here, commit new document list. So everyone can read it and be happy. All right, the same with the folder list. I'm gonna have to do the same thing. So it's gonna be the exact same code, folder list, except for the fact that it's using a different variable. So what we need is append data to existing folder list. Const folder list equals state.folder list dot push, and then we've got our payload dot folder list. Simple as that. That's not too hard to actually do. Commit new folder list. That's as simple as commit type update folder list. Folder list is going to be folder list. We're happy. In this sort of case, this will change. This will then become this $store.dispatch. This is append folder list, and then we've got a simple object where we've got the folder list is going to be data 0. All right. Now I'm about 10% sure that is compiling successfully. Yay, it is actually compiling successfully, but will it boot? So we want to test this first on an object like this. We want to hit console. We're like, all right, cool. Document list is undefined. Cool. We've got a lot of problems still. And this is what happens when we move things around and so forth like that. We'll need to actually go in and fix this up. So, first thing to do, scroll up. Now this is we are trying to find the document list is undefined. Yeah, which is that's commented out, that's commented out, that's commented out, commented out, commented out, and so forth like that. Document list. Now that's fine. Commented out. This one isn't. All right, so, ooh. Oh, all right. It looks like we do utilize this data. Okay. An easy way around it is adding an account. Just like that. All right. Then what we want to do is down in our mixins, document object count, get document object count. We're just going to write in here a simple count that returns the number of folders and documents. Use, yeah, that's it. We don't need to sort of state exactly why. So in this sort of case up here, if document object count equals 0, now we're just going to pass int just in case. JavaScript's a bit funny sometimes. All right, this, I've seen cases where this turns into a string. So I'm just passing it. And we've got that. Making sure we don't have that in any other location. We're just going to hit refresh. We have unhandled error during render function, documents module. State.document list is undefined. Have I done a spelling mistake? Get object count. All right. Just doing that. Unknown getter, get accepted documents. I don't know where I put that. Oh, yes. It's going to be that simple. So what we want to do, go up here, accept documents. That's just going to be a string. And what we want to do is we want to actually copy this. So like that. And that's all we need to do. All right, state document list is undefined. It's right fucking there. Where's this? I'm gonna put that back to there. Yes. I'm gonna have a look at what I did for another one, because it could be a simple issue that this is not meant to be structured like this. So what I'm doing, opening up getters. Yeah, that's how I've got it. Okay. Socks. Stop it. Okay. I'm going to put this over here. Compare next to next. Okay, cool. So this boolean, all right, that sends back a string. Cool. This sends back a T. All right. This doesn't know what it's sending back. Should be sending back an int. Don't know why it's struggling. Okay. So I'm really worried with you being there. You bet. You're causing too much trouble today. All right. State document list is undefined. My guess is let's actually have a look at the Vuex. Socks. No. Okay, what we want to do is we want to go to the documents. Yeah, current folder none. Document list is undefined. All right, no, out. All right, document list is undefined. Okay, something's gone wrong with us fetching data and sending it up here. So update document list. Update document list. We should be seeing something in here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to console log document list response.data. So we are getting an array. Oh, I see it. I've got to do that. And hey, how are you, Grim? I hope, how was the rest of your stream? Oh. And thank you very much for the follow. The CAD 8, I can't pronounce that. So, the CAD? Thank you, thank you. Anyway, welcome everyone. We are fiddling around with UX at the moment. So I have an issue where, oh, hold on. I've just deleted a bunch of stuff. I have an issue. Let me grab my thing. Good, finally got the basic TCP connection to XMPP working. Oh, that's great to hear. Also, very scary acronyms. So at the moment, we currently have our... What the hell is going wrong? I'm just going to refresh. Don't know what the hell is going wrong. I'm trying to draw a picture. Let me unplug that and plug it back in. All right, that was weird. Fill is none. Hold on, I don't know what's gone wrong. Reset the canvas, confirm. Just this to just suddenly screw up. All right, JS Paint. I just don't have time. Black as a color. Sorry, but need to red run. Oh, yep, fair enough. Fair enough. For those who are still here, I have at the moment the documents component, and underneath that I have the uploads component. Now, this has worked out so far, been really, really great. I've been like, cool, this has been good, but we've found a bug where essentially this sort of structure doesn't work. So what we want to do is we want to sort of remove this as a child component, and we want to move it up as a sort of parallel component. Now, what we're actually attempting to do is we're implementing VueJS as a sort of state management system where we can send data into the VueJS to update certain sort of things and so forth like that. And then we should be happy like this. Yay. So yeah, that's what we're currently implementing. This has been a bug I've been meaning to do for quite some time. However, kept putting it off because it is a big bug to do. It involves quite a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I don't know why this is all of a sudden having the black background do that. That's really annoying. Background transparent, yeah. That's what we had. Why has it changed? Okay. Don't know. I just don't care at the moment. All right, so what we're going to do is upload this list. So I've just had a mistake where I've stored that as payload. I am going to fix that up right now. Let's hit refresh. So it sends stuff up. Great. We're no longer getting those bugs. We should still see some documentation in here. We should still hopefully access that documentation. No such key. All right. Just bugs. Gotta fix them. It's been great lot of fun tonight. All right, cool. So that is now fixed. So yes. Yep, there's a shock max in there. Yep. So yes, welcome the cat. Don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm terribly sorry. So yes, welcome. I do hope you enjoy my content. I usually have a cat annoying me, but she's been really trying to press up against my iPad. She's been trying to actually edit the stream and stuff like that. So she's gone outside. Yeah. All right, so upload documentation wizard. So this is now in parallel with it. So let's go through here. Let's see what we need to extract from the Vue component and what we can achieve without it. So we've just done that. Override destination, override location ID, that's all set up. These should all be fine. We need current folder. Get current folder. Is that not an action already? No, it isn't. So we can easily put that in. So get current folder. That's just getting our state. And that's returning state current folder. That's it. Exclude documents. All right, this is one which we'll need to actually calculate. So what we want to do is up here, get exclude documents. Simple state. We've got to find out how we did this initially. So having a look, we sent it down. All right, so if we go up here, so we've got exclude documents, so document filtered list. All right, so what we need to do is we need to get this list. So we need state. Do we have getters? In which case, we probably don't need this. So if we scroll to this, wrong one, this one, get exclude documents, that will just be get document filtered list. No biggie there. And then everything else should be working here perfectly fine. We've got the get destination. So the get destination and get location ID, if there is an override, we tend to use the override over the what's in the Vuex. There's only one specific case for that. That is with the Kanban board. So the Kanban board will have its own override for the Kanban cards. So instead of uploading the documentation to the Kanban board itself, you do it at the cards because yeah, it's just easier. Handle file upload. So this just makes sure that everything's fine. Max upload warning is false. Document modal is that document. All right. Cool. Yeah. All right. Reset form. That should be fine. Upload file. This is the. All right. So we've got data to send. Data to set. Sorry. What actually happens on upload progress? That just does the percentage on the thing. That's fine. With the Axios, we're sending it to the get destination, get location ID with the upload. Cool. Data to send. Any config response. This is what we've got to change because this admit no longer exists. So we used to upload document list. In this sort of case, what we want to do is we want to do something similar. In this sort of case, we want this $store.commit. No, this is dispatch. And what we're dispatching is we're actually appending on this document list. So append document list. And we have the document list is going to be the response.data. And the first one. Like so. All right. So, this isn't send upstream. This is actually append the new document to the existing document list. All right, cool. So that just appends it on the Vuex. Everything updates automatically. And then we want to get the modal and we want to click on it. Now that's yep, that would work perfectly fine. Then we want to reset the form. We've got a catch on this in case something goes wrong. So max upload size, this is just a watch of that. All right, cool. We're happy with that. We're not going to touch it whatsoever. We have updated. All right, I don't want to touch that at all. We've got them mounted. Wait a few seconds before getting the max file upload size. All right, next tick, get the file upload size. Yep, then response. Yep. All right, that's perfectly fine. So, yeah. I think this is gonna hopefully work. So we're gonna hit reload. All right. And then what we want to do is we want to go into documentation. We want to upload a new file. Oops, not add link. We will have to actually add links and test everything else out too. So let's do a max. Now there is no max in there. So if we upload file, we have an error. Type state.document list is undefined. All right, let's hit console. Let's hit this. Where is this error coming from? Cannot upload document. Type error. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of that. All right. Cannot upload the documentation. Cannot upload. Coverage. Ah, all right. Cool. Append doc. Ah, so it's this little tiny thing that's not working. So append document list. Append document list equals state document list. And then we commit update document list. And then document list. Yep, document list. What is it saying? Cannot upload the documentation. Let's just reload. Whoops. Trust me to do something silly like that. All right. I'm just going to delete. The root functionality looks like it doesn't work, but it does. That will be fixed next. So let's go with Morgana. It was a success. Documents, document list. All right, weird. This is where we start stripping back code. All right. So what we have is const document new document equals payload dot document list console log new document, new document. All right, cool. I'm just testing that. All right, refresh. Okay, documents. As you see, it added the Morgana thing. We need to refix the CRUD so this works actually flawlessly, but at the moment it won't. Upload document. Let's go browse. Let's go the Morgana again. Let's upload. Nothing. All right. Is that meant to be payload? It probably isn't. Let's have a look at where I do stuff. So not mutations. Commit. Oh. I think it's meant to be like that. Wait a few seconds, hit reload. Documents, all right, I'm just gonna... We know that's not working at the moment. We'll fix that very shortly. We didn't get any errors this time. We did get this new document popping up here. So it looks like, yeah, that mistake was mine. I needed to have the commit in the state and the commit into those brackets. So I'm going to fix that very quickly for these other ones. Because we have quite a lot of these actions, which are business logic just before doing the mutations. So, yeah. So we'll set like that. Like that. All right, so we're now happy. We're going to hit refresh. I'm going to hit documents. There's the armed with calculators. We're going to add in the document right now. Let's go to the bike. Does not want to be uploaded. So state.document_list.filtered is not a function. What? It's now saying it's down there. Ooh, did something go wrong with our documentation? Document list. 2. No. That is incorrect. Okay. I'm going with this. Append document list. We've got the new document. Is that a payload document list? Okay, we're going to get rid of that line. I'm going to go, now that shouldn't be a number. That should be an object. All right, I'm going to... Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to delete that. Do that. Document list equals document list dot append, or push, I should say. Push payload dot document list. I'm going to have that as let. And then we're going to have a console log document list. Like so. This is weird. Gonna hit refresh. Documents. All right, let's go upload. Let's upload another one. Let's go Joker. Let's go upload. All right. That is weird. JavaScript, append object to array. Yeah, I'm using push. Okay. Let new document equal payload dot document list. Okay, console log new document new document. All right, cool. Let's ignore that. Let's set that up. Also added it in. Pretty sure I don't have that code in at the moment. Let's upload. Yeah, I thought so. We want to set that as a global variable. All right, cool. We also want to set this as a global variable. So temp0.push temp1. What if I go temp2.push temp1? The fuck? Oh, I know what. Silly. Oh no, I've done that. Temp0. Okay, I'm just going to reload. Upload document. All right. Document list. Store as global variable. Oh, no. I meant to do that on the array itself. Sorry. Store. So that, there you go. Temp1. That's the array we have. Let's wait. It's meant to be like that. A.push. Oh, I think I know where I've gone wrong. All right. All right. Let's go new document. All right, I am going to upload something. It is going to be this. So now we should see 5 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, cool. So what I've done is I've assumed that I had to actually be like document list equals this and so forth like that when I didn't need it to be. So now that we've done this, we now commit it. So document list. All right, with this particular one, I want to paste it up here. So this will actually be a const. I think this can be a const. Like so. That's all we need to do. So if I hit reload, we've got a bunch of documents. Let's upload document. Let's go and upload Max. And there he is. And that's working perfectly fine. Okay, cool. So the delete functionality, oh, the delete functionality is now working. All right. Let's go add link. Let's go add link. Sweet, that is working perfectly fine. That will just go to the home page and all that kind of stuff. Add folder, simple folder. That is not working. Okay, state.folderlist.filter is not a function. All right, because we've just broken stuff. Let's fix that up because we most likely have that append wrong. And it looks like we have. All right, not a problem. So same thing down here. As you see, we've just broken it. All right, so what we need is we're going to have a const new folder equals payload dot, this will be folder list. And then we've got const folder list equals state.folder list and folder list dot push and then new folder. And that is it. Cool. Anyway, I'm just going to shut my blinds. All right. Let's see if Socks is going to behave. Socks? You going to behave now? Okay, here she comes. Yes, just stay away from the iPad. Stop deleting my stuff. Okay, so let's hit reload. Let's test this out again. She gets false cuddles, simple folder, cool. We don't have the up folder here. All right. So we'll need to figure that out. We also can't delete any folders. I think that is a bug. Let's double check that with production. So if we go to documentation, add folder, can I delete this folder? Add folder, can I delete this folder? No, we can't. So I'm going to put that as a bug. Cannot remove folders from folders. All right, cool. All right. Currently, there is no option on how to remove any folders. This would be a nice feature to have. Issues. We'll need to discuss with the user that deleting this folder will remove all items within it. Double check with the user by printing out all folders underneath. All right. So we'll have to discuss that with the users and stuff like that. Easy done. Let's hit that as a normal priority. Let's hit that as bug. Let's hit that as submitted. Let's hit that as me. Subsystem, documentation. And let's add. So yeah, easy done. All right, I'm gonna close that. Gonna upload document. Sorry, we're gonna create a new folder again. New folder. And that worked fine. And yeah, we just don't see that little icon there. I'm just wondering why. All right. Let's have a look at the documents module. Let's figure out, we can fix this up. Okay. Okay. I am trying to figure it out. Let's upload document, upload document. Go to parent directory. All right, here it is. So if this .current folder does not equal null. All right, cool. Let's have a look at what that actually represents. Because the current folder oh, Socks, could you stop? Get current folder. We should do that. Because yeah, we don't need that anymore. This is done at the VueJS level. Okay, let's hit reload. Documents, let's go. There we go. And we do have a couple of errors coming with us. So what we're going to do, hit reload. We're going to do that again. We're going to hit new folder. Invalid prop. Type check failure for prop. Current folder, expected string with value 2, got number with value 2. All right. That's the wrong thing I've got open there. I want documents. So get current folder. Now this is a number. The other alternative is I go through and make sure that these are strings. Yeah, numbers and stuff like that. But the problem is, yeah, the nulls and stuff like that. I could do something smarter, and I should do something smarter. However, at the moment, I think just converting it to string and dealing with it like that will be perfectly fine. So if we go, go to parent folder. Yeah, that's not going to work. Yes. All right. Let's. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Go to documents. Let's click on this. Expected string with value 2, got number. All right. Current folder, add link wizard. Just wait. I want to double check this thing. Where's this? Oh yeah, that's the bloody thing. Let's fix this up. This should be a 0. We need to make this less complicated. Okay. So, can I have my hand? Thank you. Const current folder equals. Actually, this should be a let. Let current folder equal payload dot current folder. So we're happy with that. If current folder equals null or current folder equals undefined, and current folder equals 0. Cool. Add in a simple check for the current folder. Default to 0. Current folder. All right, sweet. So when we hit reload, that should work perfectly fine. That's not going to work. Let's fix that up very quickly. So documents module. This current folder does not equal 0. Let's also make it so that on this, the current folder is going to be 0. So we reload documents. Yeah, this is going to complain. Prop failed type check. Yeah, all right, we're going to fix that up. We're going to fix this up right now. Okay, so what we want is we want this check to happen on add folder wizard and add link wizard. Add folder wizard, add link wizard, add link wizard. All right, cool. So it looks like those two are just complaining the most. So props current folder, it's going to be called a number. And its default is going to be 0. The destination we're fine with at the moment. We know that there's going to be overrides and all that kind of stuff that we're going to put in these ones when we actually also put them with a parallel. So we're not going to worry about that just yet. All right, existing folders. All right, cool. Location ID. All right, we're fine with that. And then with this one, what we need, current folder, it's gonna be number, it's gonna be 0. Documents, all right, view. Oh, I know why. All right, so if we go to our VueJS, what's actually happening is it's filtering for those particular folders with the current folder. All right, so what we want to do is we want let filter folder equal state.current folder, so forth like that. If filter folder equals 0, filter folder equals null. All right. So if current folder set as 0, filter for none. And hey, Jay the developer, how are you tonight? Hopefully you're going well. We are doing some fixing up. We're moving our documentation sort of stuff up into Vuex. The reason being is due to the fact that how the Kanban board works, actually having everything nested underneath and so forth like that is not working ideal. It's causing an issue, so we've got to do this. In the end, this will be actually really good, having all those components sort of separated from each other. So yeah. So if current folder set as 0, filter for none. So let filter folder equals state dot current folder. If filter folder equals 0, then filter folder equals null. All right, cool. And then that should be filter folder. And I don't know what that happened then. Yeah, it's getting late here too. It's almost 10. Now, are you AM or PM? I keep forgetting. You're in New Zealand? Yeah, that would be close to New Zealand time. Time in Auckland. Yeah, Auckland time. Yeah. How are you going? All right, we've got everything up. If we click on simple folder, yep, new folder. All right, cool. And then if we upload something under one of these folders, that will work. Cool. So it looks like we are getting the functionality back, which is great news. Do you have any experience with the Vue Developer Tools extension? I have a large project and the tool slows down the application. Yes, I do. It keeps crashing on me. It is a source of frustration at times, but yeah. As for slowing the application down, I haven't noticed. NearBeach isn't... Oh, it's large, but it isn't... I just don't have a frame of reference to state whether this is true or not. NearBeach is not that large of an application. However, that being said, I don't know how large your application is compared to NearBeach. There's certain things which I actually do. So this isn't a single page application. So what actually happens is every single sort of object. So if you're creating a new object, if you're opening that object's information page, if you're going to your profile and stuff like that, there's separate sort of sections for those. I haven't made this one giant single application. There's other things that I also do. You'll notice that the async component wrapper is here and stuff like that. What I tend to do is I've got all my components in like this. And I forgot how I did that async wrap. But I did something to make it work, sorry. I've also made it so that these load differently. So they're lazy load parent components. If I actually go to the components JavaScript, you'll see that I've defined async component and stuff like that. So these lazy load in. And what actually happens then, if we actually go to the network tab, let's hit reload, you'll notice that it loads a lot more files, but they're very, very tiny. Well, some of them are. Here we go, vendors and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. As for why your application is going slow, I don't know. Have a look at the timeline feature with the performance. What I tend to do here is you'll notice like the blue sort of stage curtain. So what actually happens is it actually loads up as much as possible before releasing that curtain. So those are the sort of things that I've done to kind of speed this up. But I think there's a lot more optimization that can be done. All right, cool. So we've got the create, we've got the read, we've got the delete. There's no real update with this. Well, technically we've got the update because we can upload stuff. So we can add a new link, Google. Like so, that will work perfectly fine. And then when we remove it, it removes it. And so forth like that. So that should be working really well here. What we need to do is we need to go to list all. We'll go to the Kanban admin. We'll open up one of these. Go to downloads. And we'll upload something else. So this is the bug which we want to fix. Now we couldn't have done that before because essentially it was underneath this particular component. So when we hit upload, it would hide that component and hide this at the same time. So if I go armed with calculators and I go upload, we've got cannot upload the documentation error, request failed with a standard 400. So we got to click over here. We've got to see what happened. So request image, there's our data. Calculators named parent folder 0. Headers, Kanban card. And upload. Alright. This is where we go to the card information screen. We've got Kanban card. Yep. Cool. We've got the card ID. Oh. What is the card ID? I didn't see that. Upload. Yeah, it's saying card 6, which is correct. So that is correct. And we actually don't need that one line. So let's have a look why it's not working. We've got to make sure that this is running. Yep, this is running perfectly fine. So what we want is we want upload, def document, upload, destination, ID. All right, cool. Let's hit this. Login required. Yep. 400 bad request. Parent folder. It wants a parent folder. All right, let's have a look. This is file name document. All right, cool. We'll scroll down. Parent folder is 0. Oh, all right. We just got to do a check. So we want upload document wizard. This Axios document upload. All right, cool. So what we need to do is we need parent folder in here. So upload file, new form data, document. Yep. Document description. Yep. Current folder does not equal empty. in this sort of case, does not equal 0. Or we could do greater than 0, which will be better to do because that will now be an int. Hit reload. Click on this, downloads. We'll upload a document. We'll pick the Joker, hit upload. It's past this, perfectly fine. I'm just gonna hit continue because I think we figured it out. There we go, Joker. If I click on this, it opens up the Joker. Sweet. And if we do the bike, it uploads the bike. Sweet. All right. Now, the reason why those other files didn't work before was because I think I was testing them with the local storage, and that's why they didn't work. So armed with calculators will work perfectly fine. The bike will work perfectly fine. As you see, the Joker will work perfectly fine now. Yep, sweet. All right, cool. Yeah, I think they just didn't work because I was testing before this local file storage and so forth like that. Okay, so what we've done is we've done the first step for the overlay modals, I should say. So what we've got to do now is we've essentially done this. The core issues of the download modal is located technically inside the card information, so when we hide remove this modal, it removes the download modal at the same time. Alternatively, we could split these components outside of each other and manually place them in higher positions. More work, but better solution, which we've just done. Or we could do something custom for the Kanban board. Not ideal, as we want to be consistent, which is what we want to be, and only have to edit one place. So in this sort of case, I'm happy with what we've done today. We need to continue to work on this because we'll have the exact same problem if we go to a Kanban board and try and add a link. So if we go in here and we're like, all right, cool, our card, we actually need to add a link to the NearBeach homepage. So we just go NearBeach homepage, https nearbeach.org, and we're like, cool, add that in. If none of you, ooh, why did that happen? I should have clicked on that. I think I did. Parent folder 0. All right. So we've got a couple of bugs that we've got to fix very, very quickly. So, great. None of you. Okay, add folder wizard. Yeah, all right, cool. So this will once again become greater than 0. Greater than 0. Sweet, all right. So just gonna hit reload. And hit this. Let's say, all right, add link, NearBeach homepage, https nearbeach.org. We're going to click on that add link. That done. Perfect. So that way, perfect. If we want to add a folder, new folder, we've got a folder and stuff like that. We need to figure a way of deleting folders. But as you see, this is a modal within a modal. It's not ideal whatsoever. I mean, potentially we could do a gray out and hopefully gray out the back section so this appeared and all that kind of stuff, but I don't like it. It still look very, very messy. And we already do something similar where we go add user. Notice how that disappears and makes this reappear? Perfect. And then we can go like this, add that in, disappears and reappears right here. Perfect. That's what we want. So we want something very similar to that. That way people can be like, all right, cool, done, done. If we add a user and we go, all right, we've done here, and we click close, it just closes everything. And that's fine. All right, cool. Just trying to think what is the next thing we need to do? I still want to make sure this is working. Okay, so I'm happy with this. Not happy with that. And I'm not happy how this is laid out. All right, so this $store.dispatch new toast we're dispatching. Header will be error adding link. Message, sorry, could not add the link for you. Error. All right, cool. And our extra classes will be background danger. And delay is going to be 0, so the delay essentially at 0 means that it just never disappears. So we've done that. That's slow progress, that sort of thing. We are removing the error modal. Getting rid of it eventually. All right, cool. Sweet. So that's done, that's done, that's done. This is technically a new feature. Should we... it is 10:15 at the moment. I'm probably going to call it... All right, this will need to be done. Days since July the 10th. 147. 147 divided by 29. All right, so yeah, all right, that's fine. We've just missed doing a release today. That's fine. I'm not complaining. In a couple of days, so 149. Oh, let's go 150 at worst, and we do divide by 30. Yeah. It just means that if we did a release today, we'll get that release number down on that average number down. But who cares? All right. So what needs to be done now is we need to add in the code to actually make this disappear whilst this is appearing. That shouldn't be too hard to implement. And then when we upload this, we need to make sure that when this is finished, it uploads that. I need to see what I did with the users and so forth like that. It's going to be a lot of work to do. But at the moment, I am happy where this is. So let's go git status. We've got all of those. So git add everything, git commit. So initial, and we have separated the upload document wizard from the document module. This will help with the bug. NB, and then I just get the bug number, which is going to be 1003. And hello, Yashar, how are you? I am just finishing up, sorry. It is pretty much 10:15 here. You're doing fine? Oh, that is great to hear. Yeah, so I'll tell you what we've done at least, so you don't miss out on anything. The idea is we've got a bug here. This bug doesn't look very good with this screenshot, but if I show you this, you'll notice that there is a modal within a modal, and that's not what I want. And the problem is I need to actually separate this modal out from this component here. So we've just spent this stream actually implementing that. It was frustrating. To say the least. There was a lot of work. it is, I still need to actually separate these other modals, so the add link and the add folder, which will come next. They won't be as hard to do because we've already done the hard work. The idea being is when someone's in editing a Kanban card and they're like, upload a document, what we can do is we can hide this modal, have that other modal appear. When they finish with that modal, have it come back here. And we already do that with this. Now, I've got to actually do that with another card. So we already do it here. When I click add users, it automatically goes back here. So I've just got to figure out how we've done that elsewhere and be like, all right, cool. This is what's going to do it. So yeah. Yes. So this stream will be going over to my YouTube. And for anyone that wants to know, there's my YouTube. So yeah. Anyway, let's find someone to raid. And you too, Yashar. Thank you very much for popping by. Now, we haven't raided the dev dag lately.